Oh, g'day everyone, how you going? It's Jarrod here back with another episode of The Pitch, and this week we've done like a viewer's choice, so all of you guys have got together and voted for your favourite guests that we've had on the couch here, and the other players weren't available who were your favourites. So Cameron Watson is here once again. How are you, bro?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Good. Thank you very much for joining us here. Congratulations on the win in Wellington. Let's quickly talk about that because then we've got to focus on other things. We've got a game to look forward to. To go to Wellington and get points is a good thing because it doesn't usually happen for us as a football club.
Nah, I think it's been, I don't know how many games it was, 7-8 games since we won there last, and it's always a battle when you go there. They're that sort of team, and not many teams go there and win, other teams in the league, so it was good and it was just a boost for us considering that put us into fourth spot for this weekend.
What's it like going to Wellington travelling wise? Because if you're going to Melbourne or to Sydney, it's like an hour and a half flight, but this is something where you've got to really prepare because the flight will take it out of you, then you've got to settle in, then go have a warm up and all that stuff, so it's not any old away trip.
Yeah, you leave a day earlier than usual, so you kind of get that extra day. You have a training session, try and get used to, I guess, sleeping patterns and stuff, but it still knocks you out a bit, and then just, I guess, with eating and stuff as well, it takes it out of you, but once, I guess, the game comes, you get up on your feet and you try and do the best you can, and I guess you throw all the excuses out the window.
Yeah, well, you just go see for the excuses, but that's all right. Now, Cameron, I want to quickly talk about Marcelo Karuska's goal, the penalty, which Tarek Elrich was never going to take that shot because it wouldn't have gone in. But fantastic penalty. It was very cheeky. This is all the media has been talking about this weekend. G'day, Val. And the method of doing the little chip over the keeper's head.
Called?
No, what's the official title?
Panenka.
Okay, now, where did this originate from, and why is everybody talking about it so much?
It was an ex-player who did it, I think in the 70s.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. But yeah, he did it a long time ago, and ever since it's called that. So not many people have done it. Probably the most famous one, probably Zidane did it at the World Cup against Italy, came off the crossbar and went in. But I think with Cello, I think he's been doing it every now and then at training. You know, he takes the penalties after training, but I don't think anyone expected it to be fair at 0-0. The game that we needed to win that was going to propel us to fourth spot. But I think after the game, he was a little bit scared as well.
He won't do it again, will he? That's a once in a year thing.
I don't think anytime soon. Yeah, you can't do it again. But at the same time, keeps keepers guessing as well because he's pretty unpredictable and hopefully he can do it again. But
all right, so he celebrated as well, and he ran to the crowd, the Adelaide United crowd, which was one person. And the guy who is like one of the best supporters, and we're talking one of the best supporters, used to be Top Gun Jimmy, and now we've got this dude in the red wig who travels to every game. I think he's in the background here somewhere.
He's amazing.
Yeah, the thing is, he's at every game. He's everywhere that Adelaide United players, coaching staff, admin people are. Like, even today, Pitch fans, he's here with us today. Let's get a look at him. G'day, old mate, you're on.
what's going on, mate? Good?
United! Alright, so, yeah, he's still here. Hey, I wanted to ask one more thing about penalties because I heard an interview you did on the radio and you were telling a fantastic story with Tarek about Geronimo and his passion
Tarek was telling that story.
I get a bit confused because all I heard was the word bro. Can you talk about this incredible situation with Geronimo and him trying to lose as much money as possible?
Yeah, well, at the start when Josep first came, had like a little bit of a game going probably every couple of weeks just to put money in the kitty, so race for lunches and dinners, etc. We'd have a penalty shoot at the end and it was $50 if you missed. So everyone, got up and had a shot. Geronimo missed his first one, so he had to pay 50. So everyone went through, had their shot, scored, missed, etc. Then Geronimo goes, I want to take one again. So the coach goes, $200 if you miss. And $200 if you miss. If you score, nothing. Shoots it, misses, $200, and then everyone was probably losing their shit.
No, it's okay. We beat it out. It's fine.
Geronimo pretty much stopped. Everyone goes, look, if I take another one, it can be $500, and if I miss, I pay that. Goes towards the kitty. Good lunch, good dinner. But if I score, nothing. And everyone agreed to it. And he stepped up and he absolutely shanked the ball off the side of the foot. Still managed to go in, but. So it was lost of $500, but it's probably the most I've seen him celebrate all year.
Yeah.
And more important than any goal that he scored for Adelaide, guaranteed.
So is he likely to be back when we play against Melbourne Heart?
Yeah, I think Geronimo's been training while we're away, and I think he's got through every session this week, so I think he's ready to go.
All right, I want to talk about the coach really quickly because I know that we try to keep these videos short, but I appreciate your time. Nice track pants as well, obviously dressed up. What are you looking at my legs for, mate?
You go to the gym, but just can't tell.
Hey, Josep, when he first arrived, and you guys didn't have the greatest start to the season. Now, I'm talking about the perspective of people who weren't on the inner sanctum of the club, because you guys have the whole time have known what's going on internally. So then we had a look, and then the celebration of Josep when we scored against, it was a Sydney FC game.
Yeah.
For me, that personifies this whole season, because he wanted to celebrate with you guys, and I always remember the press conference after the controversy. He said, "These are my boys, and I want to celebrate with them, and we win together and lose together." How close are you guys now as a group compared to the pre-season, I guess, before that day when Josep just first rocked up to a training at Adelaide Shores?
Yeah, I was obviously in pre-season we were unknown really. Like we didn't know what to expect before Josep came, and we didn't know what I guess the style. We heard a lot of rumours about what he wanted to bring to the club, but it was kind of just like a mixed bag at the time. But since he's come in, I think he's just brought that family atmosphere, just not to the team, but to the club as a whole as well. So he's done an exceptional job, and all the players love playing under him. Just the style of football and just how he is as a person as well. I guess he manages all the players well on and off the field. He's a good, I guess, just person in general. So he's done an unreal job so far, and I guess it just shows, because it's a rarity in football. You see the coach run, probably 30-40 minutes to celebrate with the boys when they score. So I think he's enjoying all of it, and we're enjoying playing under him, and we just want to kind of excel and get into the finals, and try and reap the rewards that we had, or reap all the hard work that we did in pre-season. One
of the things that a lot of people don't talk about is the out-of-hours work that he does, and he goes to young football clubs and academies and shows them, I guess, a little bit of insight into his coaching. So he does a fair bit that isn't just directly associated with Adelaide United, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, we've obviously, we haven't been to any of the coaching clinics he's done, but I think that might be further down the pipeline for us to get involved. I think we have to get like some of our coaching badges before we go and do that, because it's a big difference.
Is that like the swimming badges where you learn to
like
swim?
Dolphin and
yeah,
shark?
I couldn't get the duck dive one because I couldn't go down to the bottom.
Might be a little bit, maybe a little bit similar, but he's just. He wants to start at a young age, and I think he just wants to grow the game in Australia, especially here in Adelaide, because that's his whole plan, his whole project to do that, not just for us, but for young kids as well, because it'll just pay dividends for Adelaide in general and Australian football. So it's been really good, and hopefully we get to, I guess, go down to some of those clinics and start, because you start learning how to be a coach as well, not just learning the information he tells us, but start actually, planning it out with kids and, learning how to coach properly. So.
Okay, just finally, you've moved house and now you're living with Tarek Elrich. What's been the biggest challenge about moving in with Tarek?
Just try not to eat as much junk food.
Yeah, if for the people watching, like, you're an elite athlete, so you need to look after your body, and that's, you taught me once that you can't eat white bread, you have to eat brown bread and all this other stuff, and, I wasn't really paying attention. However, Tarek can eat a box of choc wedges and 8 packets of chips, and he's got a great
in
rig.
half an hour.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, very different, I guess, eating patterns to him. I'm pretty good, I guess, with my eating, but not to say he's bad, but he eats well. But I guess when I think it's when he's bored. He's at most when he's at home, he can just scoff down anything, and he just doesn't put on any weight. It's not fair. I think all other boys don't agree with it, because he's just like a bottomless pit.
Yeah, it's it. Now you look at like Michael Zullo, if he was on that diet, and we know how his skin folds are going that way. G'day Zullo. All right, mate, thank you very much for having a chat with me. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to do an end of season awards, the pitch where we will give our own awards out to our players. And also, I do want to do a viewer's choice, so request one of your favourite interviews. We'll get them back on here. You can touch my face, I don't care. Thank you very much. Game against Melbourne Heart, then we've got an away game against Newcastle. Everything going to plan. We may finish second, so fingers crossed. Support the boys at their last home game. Thanks for watching. Let's get that old mate supporter in the wig to come and celebrate with the big hug. Come on, mate, get in the hug. Come on. Cameron White said, everyone, all right, yeah, all right.